What would you do if the sister you hadn't seen in a decade suddenly returned, carrying a secret that could shatter your family forever? My name is Clara, and that question became my reality on a rainy November evening. I was 28, living a quiet life in a small apartment, teaching history at a local high school. My parents, Helen and Robert, were the kind of people everyone admired, pillars of the community, always hosting charity events, always smiling. But beneath their perfect facade, I'd always sensed something unspoken, something heavy. I never imagined it would lead me to the edge of betrayal. It started with a knock at my door. I opened it to find a woman, soaked from the rain, her eyes sharp and familiar. "Clara," she said, her voice trembling. "It's me, Lily." My heart stopped. Lily, my older sister, had vanished when I was 18. No note, no goodbye, just gone. Our parents said she'd run off with some troublemaker, and I believed them. I mourned her absence, but life moved on. Now, here she was, a ghost from my past, standing in my doorway. She didn't look like the vibrant sister I remembered. Her face was gaunt, her dark hair tangled, but those piercing green eyes were unmistakably hers. I invited her in, my mind racing. Over coffee, she told me she'd been living in a different city, scraping by, haunted by memories she couldn't shake. "I didn't leave because I wanted to," she said, her voice low. "They forced me out." I frowned, confused. "Who?" Her eyes locked onto mine. "Mom and Dad." Lily's story unraveled like a nightmare. She claimed our parents had hidden a dark truth. When she was 16, she'd uncovered evidence of their involvement in a financial scam through their charity. They'd been siphoning donations for years, living lavishly while pretending to help the needy. When Lily confronted them, they gave her an ultimatum: leave town or they'd ruin her life. Scared and alone, she fled. "They told everyone I was troubled," she said, tears welling. "They erased me." I didn't want to believe her. Our parents were flawed, sure, but criminals? Yet, the details she shared, bank accounts, hidden ledgers, were too specific to dismiss. She pulled out a crumpled letter, her proof, showing transactions that matched her story. My stomach churned. If this was true, everything I knew about my family was a lie. "Why come back now?" I asked. Lily's expression hardened. "Because I want justice. And I need your help." She leaned closer, her voice a whisper. "I want you to expose them. Ruin them. Make them pay for what they did to me." I recoiled. Expose my parents? Destroy their reputation, their lives? I loved them, despite their flaws. But Lily's pain was real, her anger justified. I was torn between loyalty to the family I knew and the sister I'd lost. Days turned into weeks, and Lily stayed with me, her presence a constant reminder of the choice I faced. She showed me more evidence, emails, receipts, even a recorded conversation where our parents discussed cleaning up their tracks. Each piece chipped away at my denial. But the final blow came when I confronted my parents. I asked about Lily, about the charity. Their faces paled, their excuses faltered. "She was troubled, Clara," my mother said, but her voice lacked conviction. My father avoided my gaze. Their silence screamed guilt. Lily's plan was ruthless. Go public, leak everything to the press, and let the world judge them. She wanted their legacy in ashes. But as I stood on the precipice of her revenge, I hesitated. Destroying them wouldn't just hurt them, it would unravel my life, too. The community I loved, the students I taught, the memories of my childhood, all tainted. Yet, letting their lies stand felt like betraying Lily all over again. One night, I made my choice. I couldn't destroy my parents, but I couldn't ignore Lily's pain either. I contacted a journalist friend, not to expose them publicly, but to quietly pass on the evidence to the authorities. Let the law decide their fate. When I told Lily, she was furious. "You're protecting them," she shouted. But I held her hands, tears in my eyes. "I'm protecting us. This isn't about revenge, it's about truth." Months later, the investigation began. My parents faced charges, their reputation crumbling. Lily and I started rebuilding our bond, slowly, painfully. It wasn't the revenge she wanted, but it was a step toward healing. I learned that family isn't about blind loyalty, it's about facing the truth, no matter how much it hurts.